have been saying for years that Jerry Jones is more concerned with making money, being in the spotlight, getting the credit, keeping the, getting clicks, keeping the Cowboys in the conversation. And I've believed that, but I felt it was a byproduct of just the way he acts. I never thought it was purposeful. Like, I really do care about these things. Like, in his mind, he's saying, yeah, I care more about this than winning Super Bowls. This type of quote makes me question that. Like, why in the world are you saying this? If it were true, and I don't think it is, if it were true, though, why would you tell the whole league, the whole football universe, we got two big things brewing? Yeah. It happened last year when he said, oh, this running back, and we love him.
But that was more specific to the player. How could this hurt them?
Because, first of all, this isn't the main thing that hurts them, but it does hurt them in that we're expecting something now. Cowboys fans are expecting something big, and when you don't do it, right. And secondly, teams could try to throw a monkey wrench in it. If Rob Pelinka had said, I can't say what it is, but look out. You don't think other GMs would have been like, hold up, and maybe found out and offered Nico something better than Anthony Davis. All right, and Max Christie, no disrespect. So I just don't know why you do this other than we got to get in the news. They're not talking about us enough.
That's right.
We got to get in the news.
Yeah, I'm going to be a Cowboy fan for
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I just want you to show me. Stop talking about it. There's a thing where and Jerry Jones lives in this lane where he oversells and continuously has underdelivered. And at some point, you got to stop doing that. Just show me. Yeah. Because at this point, as a fan, I'm waiting, now to your point, I'm expecting for there to be something that brews Thursday, Friday.
Before or after.
Something. Yeah. And if nothing happens, now I'm irate. You got me excited for what? Well, because that's the thing, and I get it. That's what he does, but it's like, come on, man. Like even the players don't know what's going on. Who we getting? What you trying to do? Is it me? Yeah. What? Just stop. Just show me.
I thought of this question, I guess, topic differently than them.
Okay.
Which was, I was like, all right, so who are we talking about, and what are the trades?
Just because you love.
So you love.
Oh yeah.
Just because you want to.
I got some. I got Zach.
You never said like a person.
What about? I mean, because George Pickens available, right?
Yes.
And they need another receiver. So
good luck with that.
What about you give Pittsburgh the 76th pick for George Pickens and the 123rd pick?
Sure.
You know, like that to me is about the fair value there.
That's all Pickens is worth.
Yes, I thought you might say that. I don't. If DK Metcalf is worth a 2 by himself, when he's a better player with a better attitude, with a better track record on a better contract than the one you think you're going to have to, because you trade for George, you're going to have to extend George. Like, so you're going to have to pay him a bunch of new money. So I think George Pickens is a possibility. Again, maybe I didn't consult with Jerry or the Steelers. I consulted with the Nick Wright draft value chart. There's some other ones though. What if the Jags or Bears draft Ashton Genty? Well, then I think Travis Etienne or DeAndre Swift are available. And listen, I know that Brew quietly and privately likes Javonte Williams, but I think you would like either one of those guys more than him.
Like that.
What about Jair Alexander, who is available? And the Cowboys corner's coming off injury. You know what I mean? Like that feels Cowboy-ish. I like their tight end. But Michael Mayer with the Raiders could be available after Brock Bowers' ascension. Kyle Pitts is eternally available. That seems very Cowboys-y, where, hey, this guy's a big name. People know him.
That's what it feels like.
And so something like that. And just, this is an awkward player to talk about right now because he has found himself in some very, I think, real and uncomfortable headlines. But I think Tyreek Hill's pretty available, too. And so I think that's what Jerry's talking about, is not trading for Joe Milton, like they did, or trading for the receiver from Carolina who never got on the field. I forget his name. Mingo. Jonathan Mingo. But trading for a guy who maybe is a bigger name than he is talent at this point.
So you
Okay. Wow. So you're going to bring in another diva wide receiver into that locker room with Dak Prescott and a new offensive head coach. Do you think you can have a good concrete culture there? Okay, best of luck to that. You're talking about some injuries on defense, and then the play is to bring in Jair Alexander, who has played one full season in the last 4 years. Okay, he's played 4 games, then 16, then 7, then 7. That's the big time play. Like what? What? And then maybe Tyreek Hill? You think Tyreek Hill is going to be happy in Dallas? What? Are you serious right now? You want to bring in more injury-prone players, more divas into this already diva-esque locker room, already kind of like, wacky locker room. With a new first-year head coach, Dak Prescott coming off an injury, dude, and DeAndre Swift. Those are the big time trades that are going to change the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my God. I'm going to be a Dallas Cowboys fan here and say, please don't do any of that. Please don't do any of that. We don't need older players who are in and out of the lineup. We don't need players who are having some weird issues off the field. We don't need any more big me personalities. We need humble, hardworking, put your head down and earn your spot type players. We need the guys who are like, you know what? I'm excited to be in Dallas. I am excited to be part of this journey. I'm excited to help finally get this team over the hump. I want to put in the work. I want to get after it. I want to work with Dak Prescott instead of above Dak Prescott. Like I'm excited, man. Rather than these other players who are going to be like, it's all about me. Or I just literally can't stay healthy, or I'm just doing a whole bunch of nonsense off the field. Or we're going to go and get DeAndre Swift, who can will be like a nice running back for them, but the Eagles upgraded from Swift to Saquon Barkley. How'd that work out for them? Pretty well. So, and they didn't mention Micah on the trade block. That's what that was the angle that Colin Cowherd took yesterday. I don't know, man. I think, and this is what Bruce said earlier, it's so true that this just continues to be nonsense. Because even if it was true, even if they were trading Micah Parsons, let's say they were trading Micah and Dak, which are technically the two, not even technically, just a fact, that would be the two biggest trades the Dallas Cowboys could make, right? Like that, there's nothing bigger than trading Micah and trading Dak, which again, I'm not saying they are. But let's say that was what he was working on, right? Why would he say that they're working on something? It's a bizarre thing to do. A bizarre thing. Let's say they were trying to make a play. Let's say they really believe that Shedeur Sanders was going to go number 3 overall. And they're like, we want Shedeur, let's go. And that was it doesn't make sense to do any of this type of stuff. The only reason why Jerry Jones does this is because now you get to have his face there in the corner and the big star. And you see him at the bottom left. So now he makes a statement, and now you get to see his face twice on the same show with a quote from Jerry, working on 2 pretty substantive trades. And then boom, and then we all talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Like, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Do you ever hear the Kansas City Chiefs say anything like that? Do you hear the Philadelphia Eagles say anything like that? The Los Angeles Rams? The Baltimore Ravens? No. No, you do not. Did you hear the Washington Commanders? I mean, the Washington Commanders went out, got some, O-line, Debo, etc. They just did it. Philadelphia Eagles, they just went out and got Saquon Barkley. Literally, the Giants didn't even know that they were making that move. They just went out and did it. Like, yeah, we got it. Let's go. They went out, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You just do it. Like, that's how well-run franchises operate. I mean, this is just, this is just the typical, hey, this is, the NFL is an entertainment company. The Dallas Cowboys they're just entertainers. And that's what we're here for, baby. Let's go. Let's just keep talking. Because it's true, nobody had been talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody. And so now you throw this out there, and it's just like, let's say they made a trade for DeAndre Swift. Like, that's what everyone's going to be like, all right, man, now we got it. Let's go. Now the Cowboys are going to win. It's like, really? I mean, I guess. Jair Alexander? And he's a great player. He can't stay healthy. There's a reason why the Packers would move on from him. He can't stay healthy. 3 of his last 4 seasons, he cannot stay healthy. 66 total tackles, 58, 51, 13, 56, 27, 16. I mean, like, it's unfortunate and it's a bummer for him, but that's the reality. So it'd just be like, fingers crossed with him. I don't know. And then again, you want to bring in a wide receiver who couldn't even fall in line under Mike Tomlin's culture. And you're going to bring him into the Dallas Cowboys culture. And you think he's going to want to, be a number 2 wide receiver to CD Lamb? No way. There's exactly 0 chance of that going well. 0 chance. 0. And I'm pretty sure the man hasn't been paid yet either. He wants to be the number 1 wide receiver. He wants to put up the numbers. He wants that $35, $40 million contract, whatever the heck they're paying wide receivers these days now. What did Jamar Chase get, like $40 million or something? Like, he wants that money. And you think he's going to be a wide receiver 2 to CD Lamb in Dallas with Dak Prescott as his quarterback? No. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but boy, if it does, I can't wait to watch that TV show. I'm going to binge watch that Netflix series immediately. I'm going to watch all week 1 through 17. Like, let's get to it. Because that's going to be the funniest thing to watch. Because it will absolutely, positively not work out. There is an exactly 0 chance, and I'm so confident about that. Very confident about that. Even CD Lamb was having issues on the sideline, and he's awesome. I love CD's personality. He's the opposite of a diva wide receiver. He's the exact personality that you should want, like any of your players, really, but especially your wide receivers. And he was having problems and was frustrated on the sideline. Now you're going to bring potentially another wide receiver whose coach has to, like, calm him down on the sideline. Oh, my God. Come on, man. That'll be the funniest thing ever. From an entertainment perspective, I'm like, please do it. Please do it just because it's going to be fun to watch. But if you actually care about the Dallas Cowboys and you want to see them do well, I don't think any of the moves that Nick outlined or any of the things that Jerry Jones is just making up, like, just not the way to go about it. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Dallas Cowboys and their potential to make some pretty big time trades leading up into this draft? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.